Hello again and welcome to my channel. Today's tutorial is for the trellis stitch. It's a really nice stitch to do for a shawl or anything that you want quite an open pattern to do. I'm using a 5mm hook today with double knit yarn. I'm going to make the sample swatch in a variegated yarn because I think it will really look nice if it's got a little bit of added colour to it as well. So the chains start is 5 chain plus 2, so however wide you want your project to be, you need to chain in multiples of 5 and then just add the 2. So as always, to start the chain we're going to work a slip knot onto the hook, however you prefer to do your slip knot, and then we're going to chain in multiples of 5. So we've got 1, 2, and again the chain is just yarn over and through the loop. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just do a final 5 to keep this sample swatch quite small. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there we've got the start chain. Obviously yours might be a little bit longer than mine, but if you're just doing a sample swatch to start, I think that's probably big enough. So the multiples of 5 and then we add 2 chain. So there is the 2 chain that I've added. We're now going to start by working a single crochet into the second chain from the hook. I'll just zoom in slightly. Go. So a single crochet into the second chain, which is this one, and a single is just into the chain, pick up the loop, pull it through, yarn over and through the 2 loops. So there we've got the first stitch complete. We're now going to work a pattern repeat. So we start with 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We're now going to skip 4 chains, so we skip 1, 2, 3 and 4 and single crochet into the next chain. We're going to carry on and work the same all the way across the row. So 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a single into the next chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to single crochet into this chain. 5 chain, and then we're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and work a single into the next chain. Chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4 and a single crochet. We're going to work 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 and we're going to work a single crochet into that last stitch. So that's the foundation row. The pattern repeat now will just be the next 2 rows that we're going to repeat over and over again. So the next row we're going to chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then into the 3rd chain of this 5 chain loop that we've got here, so it's the middle one, we're going to work a picot stitch. So I'll work that quite slowly in case you're not too sure on how to work a picot. So to start, we're going to work a single crochet into that stitch. Then we work 3 chain, 1, 2 and 3, and then we're going to slide the hook into the 2 bars from the first chain stitch. So you just push your needle through those 2 bars. That's giving you 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3, and that will create the picot. We're now going to work 5 chain, I'm going to do exactly the same into the middle chain of this 5 chain loop here. So again we're going to work a single crochet followed by 3 chain, then we're going to put the hook in behind the 2 bars of the single crochet there, yarn over and pull through all 3. There we've got the second picot. So we do that all the way along this row, working 5 chain and then the picot, which is a single crochet followed by 3 chain, and into that first single crochet we're going to slide the hook behind the 2 bars of the stitch, yarn over and pull through. Working 5 chain, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to do exactly the same into this next 3rd chain of the 5 chain loop. So single crochet followed by 3 chain, put the hook behind the 2 bars or the 2 posts of the first single, yarn over and pull through. 5 chain, and on this particular sample we've reached the last 5 chain loop. So into the 3rd chain I'm going to work a single crochet, 3 chain and the picot. On this row now we're going to work 2 chain and we're going to work a treble into the last single crochet from the previous row. So a treble is yarn over twice into the stitch and pick up a loop, and then we're going to yarn over through 2 3 times, which is why it's called a treble. So yarn over through 2 once, yarn over through 2 twice, yarn over through 2 3 times. So that's row 2 completed. We're now going to work row 3. So we're going to turn the work around. We're going to work a single crochet into that same first stitch there. So there we've got the single crochet. 5 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 5. We're going to skip this picot, we're going to go straight over to the 5 chain loop and work a picot again into that stitch. So single crochet, 3 chain through the bars of the single, yarn over and pull through. We're going to work exactly the same as we did on the previous row all the way across. So we've got 5 chain, skip the picot and work a picot into the next 5 chain. So single crochet, 3 chain through the bars of the single, pull through, 5 chain again and across to the next 5 chain loop and work a picot. Five chain across to the next 5 chain loop and work another picot. And then on this last stitch, as we've come to the end and we've worked the final picot here, we're going to work 5 chain, we're going to skip the picot and into the 3rd chain of this last chain loop here, we're going to work a single crochet. So that forms the 2 rows that form the pattern for the trellis. So each alternate row we're going to have a different amount of picot. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this row and 4 on this next row. So we go back again then to row 2, and row 2 starts with turn your work, work a single crochet into that first stitch, and we're going to work 6 chain, and we're going to work the first picot into the center chain of the 5 chain from the previous row. So single crochet, 3 chain through the 2 bars and pull through, and then again going to work 5 chain, skip the picot, work a picot into the center, oops, 1, 2, 3, the center chain of this next 5 chain space, work a picot, pull through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, work the next picot, I think I've done this chain a little bit tight, that's better. So single crochet, 3 chain through the 2 bars to finish off the picot. We're going to carry on all the way across to the other side until we get to this final loop. I'm now going to work the final picot on this row. So into the third chain, I'm going to work the single crochet, 3 chains, and finish off the picot stitch. And then on this row, this is row 2 of the 2 pattern rows, we're going to work 2 chain, and we work the treble into this final single crochet. So the treble again is yarn over twice, into the stitch, pick up a loop, yarn over once, yarn over 2 twice, yarn over 2 3 times. So I'll just work row 3 because we're going to just repeat row 2 and 3 each time. So just turn over, and row 3 starts with a single crochet into the first stitch, five chain, skip the picot and work a picot into the next 5 chain loop. I'll just work this row quickly. Obviously if you need to pause the video, you can pause to catch up. 1 2 3 4 5, skip the picot into the next 5 chain loop and work a picot. I think if you're wanting to make something like an open work shawl, this stitch would actually work really well, like a summer shawl. Yarn through 1 2 3 4 5 into the next 5 chain space, 2 3, finish off the picot, 1 2 3 4 5, and on this final picot we skip the picot and work a single crochet into the 3rd chain of that final chain loop there. So there is the trellis stitch worked in 2 different colours. I do hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.